I was settling in a cafeteria, sipping my coffee, when an 85 years old man walked very steadily and helped himself to my table and said, "May I sit down?" I said, "Sir, please, please, please." So he said, "Happy Independence Day, belated." I said, "Same to you, sir." And he ordered his cup, and as we were just talking about the climate, everything, so he said, "Son, you wished me Happy Independence Day." "Yes, sir." "What is independence?" he asked me. I said, "Independence is, we are independent, we are free." "That's exactly what I'm asking you. What do you do?" I said, "I'm a doctor, sir. I'm Dr. Kiran, so and so, blah, 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 blah." He said, "Okay, doctor. Now tell me, what made you think you're free?" "Sir, we have been now free from the colonizers who ruled us for so many years, almost 200 years. That's all?" he asked. I said, "No, sir. Our Hindustan is such a great place that we never attack anybody, and we accepted rulers coming from various other regions, and they took over us. We kept quiet because we thought we should never attack. We never protected ourselves. In a way, we gave the impression to 14 to 15 different kinds of invaders from around the world that Indians do not fight back." Now, are you free from all those invasions? Yes, he had such a penetrating look, into my eyes. I said, "वो तो हमें पता नहीं. I don't know about those things, but I feel free." He said, लेकिन do you find any original Hindustan? I said, "Sir, let's have coffee and discuss something nice. Why go into controversies? जो बीत गया सो बीत गया. What has happened has happened. Now there's nothing much we can do about it." No, beta," he said. "History must be known." I said, "Yes, sir, you're right." Then he said, "I'm 85 years. I mean, as a child, a freedom fighter, the independence and everything came about thanks to our leaders then. And today, do you think you have independence?" "Sir, please don't say like that. The present situation in India is respected. When the Indian Prime Minister walks, he is given a warm hug and he is welcomed everywhere. That is the stature to which India has been taken up." Then he said, "Yeah, I agree. I'm also proud about the recent developments of our country. In spite of all the economic and this COVID time, still India has tried to give a beautiful helping hand to many in spite of being a victim for so many other things," he remarked. He was here. So that's why I'm looking there. Because I still feel the conversation is so alive in me. Maybe it's just a few hours before now. But still I feel he is talking to me. That was the effect of his conversation. See, Dr. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, for whom the statue was made in Gujarat. You know about him? I said, "Yes, sir. He was the person who refused India to be split. He prevented that." That's true. That's what he said. Now, doctor, interstate problems don't we have now? Again a penetrating question. Name one. It was getting interesting. I said, what happened to this actor in Mumbai who they call suicide? Questionable. I said, "Yes, sir, SSR," to which it's a worldwide campaign that is starting for a CBI inquiry, because we all know something has gone wrong. Something is not right with that. Nothing is right in that demise. In that context, we have attained independence, freedom. I said, why sir? Just because he belongs to Bihar, his death doesn't matter. So do you think all states are given equal importance? Ah, my God, it's too deep. I said, yes, I thoroughly agree with you, sir. Then he said, how can a police person, main officer of Bihar be kept in quarantine just as an excuse, using it as an excuse? He was sidelined from the investigation. Is it right? I said, so that is being dealt with the Supreme Court also. So why should I comment, sir? It's because of you people who think, why should I answer? These all things are going on, my son. We in our times, we always rose our voice and stood. But you, Darpok. I said, I looked down, Darpok. Maybe he was going to hit me next. Sir, I'm not a Darpok, sir. I'm not afraid. I'm a daring guy. No, Darpok ho sab log. He has that right, once we cross a certain age, we don't care anymore. That's what he said, laughing. And he said, Darpok hai aap sab log. That SSR was a great boy, 34 years young man. Why was he having broken bones if he's a suicide? Why was he having so many things? All that gold digger. He looked into my eyes and said, gold digger. Sir, I said, sir, you are more well abreast with what is going on than me, it looks like. Then he said, but I have a serious point now. I said, sir, tell me, sir. We have a male and a female who died a few weeks apart. Yes, sir. It was her personal assistant manager. Yes. She fell down from the 14th floor. Yes, sir. After so many months, now they say she fell down nude. Yes, sir, unfortunately. And you still think it's suicide? Darpok. No, sir. It is not suicide, sir. I know it. All of Indians know it. That's why they are fighting for her also. If SSR's death was not investigated, this girl, just because she is a girl, she won't get justice. Even now, they are all saying CBI inquiry for SSR, CBI inquiry for SSR. Why not CBI inquiry for SSR and that girl? And he has a point. This elderly person has a valid point. When you call for a CBI inquiry, your voice opinion, you are inviting everybody to come on, let's hashtag SSR and all that. You add that little girl's, doesn't her soul need justice? Doesn't a life of a female person matter? So even in death, there is a male and a female discrepancy. All states, are they same? I said, no, sir. I know, sir. The hill stations, hilly regions, they're already fighting. They're being discriminated in certain, the capital of our country also, there's discrimination. And we are discriminated on the color, on the language speak, the caste, the social strata. At your place, where is your place? He asked me. I said, I'm from Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh, sir. Just give me an example how you speak there. My God, see the depth. So I asked him, sir, where are you from? He said, I'm a Hindi speaking guy, and I know how Hindi varies, various blends of Hindi from one area to another area. So just try to a little bit entertain me while I have my coffee. I have that right, I'm 85 years, he said. I said, yes, sir, I will do it. I belong to Visakhapatnam, and from Srikakulam, Orissa, Telugu changes every 50-100 kilometers. In Srikakulam, they talk like, hey, Babu, that's how they speak. In Visakhapatnam, we speak with a little less slang. Baitkelarandi, kuchundu ostaro. He has gone out. Please sit down. He'll come. When you go down to East-West Godavari, again the language changes, and they'll say, "Aye, baitkelarandi." That is the slang. Same language, Telugu language. "Aye, They went outside. He went outside. He'll come back and that if you go to Telangana, sir, it changes. It's a little rough and crude. And coming to Hyderabad, there is a Urduish Telugu mix. So I told him that. Then he said, then you tell me, how can we have freedom? We are discriminating against each other because of all these things. So no sir, I don't agree with you. Because of this diversity, it's so beautiful. India is so beautiful. Our country is so diverse, and that is why it's so beautiful that tourists from various other countries come just to have a glimpse, and they're so surprised. And when they return back to their countries, they're so proud that they made a visit to India. You are not a darpoke. No sir, I'm not a darpoke. I'm just waiting. I'm giving respect to your words since you are 85 years, sir. Then he asked me, okay doctor, Mahatma Gandhi said, freedom at midnight. I'll be very proud to say we are all free. I'm waiting to see at 12 o'clock in the midnight, a lady can walk alone on the roads. Then I said, sir, we all have to look at the whole world where women and men are working, day shifts, night shifts, evening shifts, and compared to the whole world, there is crime everywhere because there are criminals everywhere. That is a mindset problem. So our girls and the women in our own house or outside must learn to keep in touch with the family members and friends, and learn to take precautions. And the governments must do something in this regard, sir. Okay, that's good. So you mean to say they should be tracked? Yes, sir. That's being done, beta. That's being done. He said, you have recently a very beautiful thing that is introduced in India. I asked, yes sir, one nation, one ration card. I said, yes sir, it's a very proud moment for all Indians. How will it be if there is another rule, one nation, one police station? With folded hands, I just sat up in attention and said, that's an awesome idea, sir. Why don't you suggest this to the government of India? My days are numbered. You do it. Darpoke, you do it. Darpoke in English is coward. You do it. He was asking me. I said, yes, sir, I will do it. Doctor, you see, there was a migratory laborers problem. Yes, sir. What is women's safety in India when a girl who pedaled and cycled her ill father to her hometown, when she reached her hometown, what happened to her? I heard in the social media that she was abused and murdered. The way he was keeping abreast with the latest things, crime and also developmental activities, surprised me. Then I said, sir, all that is there on the online social media cannot be judged or believed today because, sir, it's full of morphing, all kinds of criminal uploading that is taking place. And maybe it's true too, and it's a very sad thing that is happening. Darpoke, इसीलिए represent, make some good representation, put your ideas, use your brain, man. That was what he was telling me. See, once you cross an age, again I'm telling you, one doesn't care. Sweet man. So I said, I am enjoying my talk with you, sir. Then he said, okay, gentleman, nice talking to you. Enjoyed it too. Let's have a day. Let's call it a day. Bye. Let's go. And we parted our ways. So when I come and sit down here today to present the conversation with you, I feel he's so right. We still have state to state police stations, police departments not cooperating with each other, even after 2 precious deaths. And on the other side, if the person is voiceless, social class less, strata less, presence not felt anywhere. So for them, if there is an injustice, who will speak for them? Just because it is a big cinema actor, just because she is a big mega event manager or something of that sort, their deaths did matter. But all lives matter, isn't it? What about the soldiers who are dying in countless numbers at the borders? What freedom are we talking about when they were not given quality bulletproof helmets, vests, and right arms? Where was all that? We want freedom, but what about them? What about them? They are like, they are somebody's son, they are somebody's daughter, sister, wife. So what about them? The big question is, what about them? And sadly, today we talk about Independence Day, Republic Day, all these days, while there are some political leaders who tweet and pass very, very derogatory remarks on our defense brave hearts. They question us. How dare they? How dare? How dare? Why imprison little students who swerve and lose their way? Real guts is stopping these political leaders from passing such anti-national remarks. And they have the guts to pass tweets, SMSs and create havoc, problems between the various religious groups, and they sit in their house happy and enjoying themselves. It's not fair at all. Not fair at all to see young CBI officers and other officers being found stabbed 36-40 times and they are thrown into the drains. So sad. So sad. I, as an Indian, I want to celebrate an Independence Day when there is one full year without violence, without discrimination, without ego clashes and political misinformation. Jai Hind.